around in the building. My man Johan driving around. Oh Lord. Going on the air in just a couple of seconds. Sneak peek of where we're driving to. Seconds. Run on the air. Yep. All volumes up. All right, everybody. This is Honcho Blazin ATM, aka Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service. And I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. I want to welcome everybody to Facebook Live. Somebody say Facebook Live. Facebook Live with Honcho Blazin ATM, episode 7. So this is the 7th official episode of Facebook Live with Honcho Blazin ATM. I'm so excited to see everybody, and somebody say everybody for tuning in. Whether you're tuning in to the live stream or whether you're tuning in on the previous recording. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and thank you all so much for taking time out of your schedule to join me at this time. So for this, I just want to make a couple of announcements real quickly. Tomorrow, the Talk of Pontius Palace podcast episodes 153 and 154 will be on YouTube. So tomorrow, episodes 153 and 154 of the Talk of Pontius Palace podcast will officially take place. And the week of Christmas break and New Year's Eve break, there'll be no live recordings at all. So most likely through the week of December 24th, Christmas Eve, all the way up into the New Year, January the 1st, we will not have no live recordings whatsoever. So that full week, and a half, most likely we will officially take off officially. Now, on this episode, we are going to talk about 3 people today. So we're talking about 3 people today. But before that, to all the Facebook Live Nation chat that is tuning in and that will be tuning in, I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much. Just let me know where you're from and how old you are. That way, we'll be able to shout you out properly. And on Facebook Live with Honcho Blazin ATM, it is different than the Talk of Pontius Palace podcast. During Facebook Live, at any time, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or if you just like to shout me out or just like to say something, I appreciate everybody commenting and leaving a response. So we are active here. It's all about CEC. It's all about connecting, engaging, and communicating. So we connect with everybody, we engage with everybody, and we communicate with everybody. So at any time, you all are more than welcome to be active on the Facebook Live Nation chat. But we begin the conversation with Black Friday sales of 2025. Black Friday sales of 2025 hit an all-time low. With Black Friday sales, hardly anybody went and shopped for Black Friday deals. And the reason why is because a lot of people went online to do Black Friday deals. Now, although in person, it hit an all-time low. It hit an all-time high online, the Black Friday sales did. and they skyrocketed like crazy online. So I know a lot of things are online nowadays, but hey, we learn both ways, in person and online. So that way, if one doesn't work, then the other has to work. And we continue the conversation with the DC shooting that happened in Washington, DC. As you all know, this past week, there was a shooting in Washington, DC. There were 2 military guards that got shot. They got shot at. The male military guard is in the hospital, fighting for his life, but the doctors are saying that he will make it and that he will survive. He's on a couple of machines right now, but overall the doctors are confident that he will make it out alive. As for the military guard woman named Sarah S., unfortunately, her story is different. She passed away, Sarah S. did. And we send condolences to her family and to her friends and to everybody that truly cared about her. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family for peace, comfort, joy, and answers. We are so sorry about your all's loss. And for the suspect that was involved, the suspect ended up getting arrested. And for the suspect, they are now filing murder charges on the suspect. So as soon as we have more information on what's officially happened with that case, we will let you know right away, as soon as possible. And don't forget that the NBA Cup is still taking place this year. The NBA 2025 Cup is taking place. So be on the lookout to see who will take home the in-tournament NBA Cup of 2025. And don't forget that college football is winding down. So be sure to check out their schedule to figure out who's in the playoffs and who will be in the championship game come next month. And don't forget to follow up on all other sports in the NBA, the NFL, and college men's basketball and college women's basketball. But for the main conversation today, we are talking about 3 people. We're talking about little Anthony Jenkins, we're talking about Trent Noah, and we're talking about Shyla Blevins Riley, my beautiful baby girl, Shyla Blevins Riley. Now, first we're going to talk about Trent Noah. Who is Trent Noah? Well, Trent Noah, his most recent status is that he attended Harlan County High School, and he will go down in history as one of Harlan County High School's all-time greatest basketball players ever, for breaking records, and for staying consistent. Now, I've watched Trent Noah play basketball twice, 2 or 3 times during his run in Harlan County High School, and he was very good in Harlan County High School. He was one of the best players, if not possibly the best player at the time when he played on the team. Now, he recently graduated Harlan County High School and went to the University of Pike. No, that was my school, the University of Pikeville. That's my school. He went to the University of Kentucky, home of the Kentucky Wildcats, the Bluegrass State. And when players got injured last year, because Trent Noah originally was like he originally was on the bench as the 9th or 10th player, but when a lot of injuries started taking place, Trent Noah had no choice but to step up. And what did he do? He not only stepped up, but he showed out. He did his very best and then some. And it's because of that he was able to play a lot last year. And so now Coach Mark Pope this year is trusting him to play more and have a better role. So now Trent Noah is coming off the bench as the 6th or 7th man. But I believe Trent Noah does have a bright future. It's all about what Trent Noah wants to do and how far he's willing to go. Now, will he be able to be in the NBA draft is the question. I think time will tell. And in different levels of basketball, it's way different. High school, college, and the pros are different. So Trent Noah really has to develop more in college, I believe, before he goes to the NBA. Now, as far as the draft pick on what number he'll be drafted on, depending on how good he plays is the question. If he's in the NBA draft, more than likely, I'm going to say he's going to go in the second round as an NBA draft pick. Now, if he develops his game more to the point where he's a first-round draft pick, that would be perfect. Most likely, he'll be a second-round draft pick. He may be a late first-round draft pick. More than likely, he's going to be a second-round draft pick. That's just me saying that. But he may not be drafted at all. He may have to start off in the G League. And that's okay. There's a lot of basketball players that have to start in the G League. But Trent Noah, wherever you're at around the world, listening and watching, I'm so proud of you for representing Harlan County. And I hope you continue to do great things representing us in Harlan County, Kentucky. And I hope that you continue to do great things at the University of Kentucky. Well, that brings me to my next person to talk about, little Anthony Jenkins. Oh, me and my family have known little Anthony Jenkins. Matter of fact, we just about know the whole Jenkins family from scratch. We know little Anthony. We know his dad, Big Anthony, his wife. We know Zach Jenkins, Destiny Jenkins. We know Terry and Tommy Jenkins, Lily Jenkins. The Hollands and the Jenkins have always known each other for years, on top of decades. But little Anthony, he's one of my great friends, and he's one of my biggest fans, little Anthony Jenkins is. And shout outs to you, little Anthony Jenkins, around the world, wherever you're at, watching and listening. I appreciate you very, very much. And for him to be in Kerman Elementary School, Kerman Middle School, and then end up going to Harlan County High School. Him ended up going to Harlan County High School is a blessing. Playing basketball with Scotty Bailey, with Trayvon Long, little Fred Massey, little Derek Cacao, Eddie Conley, just to name a couple others. Oh, that's a true blessing. And Zach Jenkins, of course. Zach and Cole Wilson. That's a blessing right there. And there was a statement that little Anthony Jenkins had posted. I'm just going to break down a little on what he said. He said, and I quote, Pikeville's getting a lot of recognition. I can't remember exactly what he fully said, but I'm going to say it like close to what he said. Like, Pikeville gets a lot of recognition, so why can't Harlan County get recognition? Why can't Harlan County, Kentucky, get the same things like Pikeville? First of all, little Anthony Jenkins, don't be talking about my school, University of Pikeville, and don't you dare talk about Pikeville, Kentucky. As I'll come over there and beat you down, little Anthony Jenkins. You already know. Now, we talk about the orange and black like that. What's wrong with you? I'm just messing with you, little Anthony Jenkins. I'm just playing with you. But you are correct, though. Pikeville, Weisburg, Corbin, London, Lexington, Frankfurt, all get recognition and all grow. So why isn't Harlan County growing? Why can't Harlan County get things like every other city in Kentucky? Why can't we grow? Now, Harlan is a lot bigger than Cumberland, Benham, and Lynch, because at one time, Cumberland, Benham, and Lynch was big. But we need more opportunities and more things here in Harlan County, Kentucky. Now, I must say, Paul Browning, in my eyes, he's done a phenomenal job at bringing a few businesses back. He's done a phenomenal job bringing some things back, Paul Browning has. I've got much love for Paul Browning and his son and his family and their family. I don't have anything against the Brownings on that. But what about the rest of Harlan County, Kentucky? Those that have the tools and the money and the resources to bring things to Harlan County, Kentucky. Where are you at? Even though I'm the face of Harlan County, Kentucky, I can only say so much and do so much. But what about those who have money? What about those who own Harlan County, Kentucky? Where are you at? With jobs, with businesses, with opportunities? If we want to see change, real change, everybody has to do work. Not only does the people with money have to do the work and that own Harlan County, Kentucky have to do the work, but we as people have to do work. Until we speak and until we voice our opinions like little Anthony Jenkins, there is not going to be any change coming. There's not going to be any opportunities coming. And I commend and I appreciate little Anthony Jenkins for standing up and making a statement like that. It takes a lot of courage to make a statement like that. That's why he's one of my all-time greatest fans.